You're listening to the Candidate Information Pack for the Executive Producer, Deputy CEO, Maternity Cover job vacancy at Spare Tyre Theatre Company. Welcome. Thank you for your interest in Spare Tyre. We are on the lookout for a talented and experienced producer to join us for up to a year as Executive Producer, Deputy CEO, Maternity Cover. You will play a fundamental part in supporting the Artistic Director and CEO in leading this multifaceted organisation whilst we work to achieve our vision. Spare Tyre's approach is experience-led and collaborative. We are participant-centred, female-led and artist-led, driven by quality, integrity and a desire for social justice, rigorous, persistent, fun with a commitment to best practice in everything we do. We are looking for an executive leader who will continue to develop the unique ethos of Spare Tyre, providing stability, strategic leadership and business skills to steer the company. We are looking to appoint someone with hands-on experience of producing, ideally participatory work, an excitement about co-creation and a strategic leadership track record. You'll be ready to support the Artistic Director, CEO, the trustees, the Spare Tyre participants, creative freelancers and administration team. As Deputy CEO, you may from time to time be asked to deputise for the CEO. This role requires a deep commitment to the people we work with and Spare Tyre's ethos. Over our 45-plus year history, we have changed how we do things to meet the challenges the world poses our participants. Passion, creativity and working collaboratively should be at the core of your producing practice. Spare Tyre must always meet our participants' ambitions and communicate our deep impact to funders, the public and our peers. We have long-standing and good relationships with our key funders, and we will expect these to be maintained whilst developing new funders and relationships. We look forward to hearing from you. Rebecca Manson-Jones, Artistic Director, and Amanda Castro, Executive Producer. Post title, Executive Producer, Deputy CEO, Maternity Cover. Salary, £42,000 to £44,000 per year, pro rata. Start date, Monday the 7th of October 2024, with handover days the week beginning the 23rd of September 2024. Responsible to the Artistic Director, CEO. Directly responsible for the General Manager, Bookkeeper, occasional freelance staff. Holiday entitlement, 33 days per annum, inclusive of 8 statutory holidays. Some evenings and weekend working will be necessary. The company operates time off in lieu, toil. Hours, 35 hours per week. The office hours are 9 a.m. to 6 p.m, but flexibility will be required for this role. Pension entitlement, 5% employer contributory pension with 5% employee contribution after 3 months. Type of employment, maternity cover, expected to be 9 months to 1 year, full-time subject to 3 months probationary period. Place of work, the Albany, Deptford, SE8 4AG. This role may include work at a variety of additional project locations and occasional overnight stays. DBS. The post, when offered, is agreed subject to a satisfactory enhanced DBS check. Notice period, 1 month during the probationary period and 6 weeks either side. Additional support. Flexible working. The role is offered on a full-time basis, but we would consider a reduction of hours for the right candidate. We are open to flexible models of employment and remote working as long as the needs of the organisation are met. We expect an average of 3 days per week in the office. Access statement. Spare Tyre encourages everyone who would like to share or create an access statement to help us understand how we can best work together. This might include any disabilities, conditions, caring responsibilities or neurodivergence you experience that mean you require reasonable adjustments. Mental health. Access to a subsidised system of confidential consultation with Wellbeing in the Arts, a not-for-profit support organisation in mental health in the arts and culture workforce, led by counsellors who all have an arts background. We are an ITC ethical manager. Training, mentoring, resources and advice can be offered dependent on experience. Travel. Use of a prepaid Oyster card for specific company business. Job description. The executive producer combines elements of both producing and executive direction to ensure that the strategic aims, business operation, and artistic ambition of Spare Tyre are met. The executive producer works closely with the artistic director, CEO, and is responsible for creating with them the financial plans and strategic objectives of the organisation. The executive producer is expected to exercise initiative within the context of the company's vision and be proactive in emerging opportunities. The executive producer is a spokesperson for the organisation and deputises for the CEO when necessary. Main purpose: work closely with the artistic director, CEO, and the board to meet our 10-year vision. Be an internal and external champion of Spare Tyre's work, principles and values via first-class operational leadership, business development, advocacy, and cultivating external relationships. Ensure we create and present work of the highest possible standard live, online, or hybrid that has integrity, is inclusive, accessible, equitable, feminist, anti-racist, and planet-loving. Strategic: maintain alliances for partnerships, co-productions, and business opportunities that fit our principles, build our reputation, and strengthen our sustainability. Take responsibility for executing the business plan with the artistic director. Work with artistic director, trustees, and executive producer co-CEO through Keep in Touch days on developing initial strategy for fundraising and communications for our 50th anniversary year in 2027. Finance: execute financial management of all the organisation's activities, monitoring supported by the general manager, and report progress to the artistic director and board. Generate the annual financial statements with the independent examiner, the annual theatre tax relief claim, and oversee gift aid. Keep our financial processes updated, e.g. reviewing our expenditures regularly, and review supplier contracts and financial hygiene at least annually. Be the second sign-off and check on weekly and monthly payments. Income generation: implement the income generation strategy, including writing fundraising bids, and report progress to the CEO and board. Agree the annual income targets with the board and artistic director, CEO. Governance: act as company secretary for the organisation, reporting directly to the trustees, and on their behalf assume responsibility for all legal, business and charity compliance, e.g. annual and finance reporting to HMRC, Companies House and the Charity Commission. Oversee smooth running of all governance, assisted by the General Manager. Creative programme producing: oversee and manage the production process of all Spare Tyre productions, R&D periods and participatory projects. Protect, develop, sustain our environmental commitments and CAIDA and hybrid producing model. Ensure all stages of the production processes are efficiently run to time and within budget. Monitoring and evaluation: oversee the General Manager to maintain and develop accessible, inclusive and ethical monitoring and evaluation activities and reporting mechanisms. Play an active role and ensure all activities are documented for stakeholders, knowledge sharing and reputation enhancement. Person specification: knowledge, the legal and operational context and requirements of an arts charity. Finance: understanding of bookkeeping systems and financial reporting. Excellent knowledge of Let's Create and Theatre Green Book. First-hand knowledge of producing participatory theatre. Demonstrable understanding of one or more of our priority areas: learning disability, deaf or disability arts, dementias and older age creativity, long-term health conditions, gender-based violence, inclusive arts, the climate emergency and intersectional feminism. Experience: essential. Significant working understanding of Arts Council England processes and Let's Create strategy, preferably by working within an NPO. Working at senior or management level in the arts sector. Successful fundraiser, including multi-year trusts and foundation bids. Experienced producer of arts projects, including new live work and participatory projects in theatre and non-theatre environments and online. Line management of administrative team members or freelance teams. Desirable: managing a small, busy organisation with lean resources. Leading a team to deliver a creative programme. External representation and stakeholder management. Communications, marketing, press and or social media campaigns. Advocacy: as a trustee or of working with a board of trustees. Attributes: ethical and committed to Spare Tyre's principles, generous, genuine, and robust, attention to detail, dynamic and rigorous change maker, able to offer up to a year's commitment, reliable and persistent commitment to quality and care, ambitious and passionate. How to apply and timeline. Please submit either a letter or audio application addressed to Rebecca Munson Jones, outlining why you want to apply to be our executive producer and how your experience and potential make you suitable. Your letter should be no more than 2 sides of A4, standard margins at least 12-point Arial, or 2 minutes of audio, unless you need longer for access reasons. We won't be able to listen or read past those limits unless pre-arranged. Please also complete the monitoring form, which will be kept confidential. All applications are anonymised before the panel receives them. Send your application and a professional CV of no more than 2 sides to info@sparetire.org, or contact us if you need to send it in another format. If you would like to speak to someone about the process, you can contact me, Rose Chorlton, on 07598 142 058, Monday to Friday office hours. The deadline is 10 a.m. on Monday, the 17th of June 2024. Interviews will take place on Wednesday, the 19th of June. Second interviews, if needed, will be the 4th or 5th of July. Informal one-to-ones. 2 members of our leadership team are available if you would like to discuss any aspects of the role or your suitability. Please get in touch with Rose Chorlton to set this up. rose@sparetire.org. Process. Candidates who most closely meet the person's specification will be invited for an interview and skills test. We expect interviews to be in person. Reasonable travel costs will be paid for. Please let us know if you have access requirements in your application. We will let you know themes of the questions in advance. For our safer recruitment policy, we require 2 written and/or verbal references to be provided in your application. Please avoid time gaps in your CV or be able to explain them. We will take up references only at the point of job offer. You will be made aware before references are contacted. Thank you for your interest in working with Spare Tyre, and good luck.